Odin Wolf was terminated by YouTube, outraging many furries believing they were silenced. However, it wasn't the first time YouTube targeted furries, and it won't be the last, as they may have a point. Odin Wolf was a furry content creator best known for the YouTube channel, which in November 2023 had 165,000 subscribers and 20 million views. What's less well known is that they initially got popular for posting not safe for work fursuit content. From 2009 to 2015, they uploaded videos to the adult website XTube and their not safe for work Tumblr page, being featured on Twitter. It eventually be deleted to focus on YouTube, uploading the first video in February 2017, uploading weekly. In 2018, they started getting thousands of subscribers a month. They collaborated with other popular furry YouTubers like Majira Strawberry, Not Hyena, Corey Coyote, and Beagle in Red. In 2020, they started Nido Flow, uploading more mature content on adult topics featuring the rabbit persona and hosting the Awokast podcast. As of August 2023, they had 33.3 thousand subscribers and 2.5 million views. They changed their attitude towards fursuit intercourse or mersuiting in 2022 and resumed posting intimate fursuit content. They reduced uploads in 2023 to create more fulfilling content. Due to the adult nature of Nido Flow, on August 17, they will be terminated for violating YouTube's community guidelines, nudity, and sexual content policy. It states, posting pornography may result in content removal or channel termination. Videos containing fetish content will be removed or age restricted. Porn is defined as the depiction of clothed or unclothed genitals, breasts, or buttocks, sexual acts, or fetishes that are meant for sexual gratification. Meanwhile, Odin talked and joked about sex and reviewed sex toys. While they had suggested titles and thumbnails, it's unusually common given YouTube's lack of policy enforcement towards them. According to YouTube's policy, Nido's videos should have been age restricted, which they already do to all their videos. The policy also states, we also may terminate your channel or account when the channel is dedicated to a policy violation. It's not clear YouTube specifically targeted Nido for being an LGBTQ plus furry. However, YouTube wasn't making money off advertisements, as most advertisers don't place ads on suggested videos. On the main channel, Odin uploaded a video criticizing YouTube for falsely terminating Nido Flow. They were a little upset, but didn't care that much as they wanted to build an audience through more mature content. On November 8th, Odin Wolf's YouTube channel got terminated for fan evasion with no warning. An appeal to YouTube on the 9th was automatically denied. On the 21st, YouTube replied to Odin stating, unfortunately, the team confirmed the channel remains suspended for nudity and sexual content. We know this wasn't the outcome you were hoping for, but really appreciate your patience and understanding. One responded, send me an email citing specifics. This is my job. I know I never had nudity or sexual content that wasn't within the TOS. Odin's YouTube channel being terminated means years of videos now gone. However, it also means a loss of income, and not just through YouTube advertisements. According to Social Blade, in the month leading up to being terminated, they got 217,000 views. Assuming an average of $2 per 1,000 views, they make around $434 a month in advertisements. Odin makes the vast majority of their income from Patreon, a fan subscription service. At the time of writing, they had 151 members, collectively paying $2,481 a month, averaging $16.43 per patron. Odin's YouTube channels and videos are funneled to turn viewers into fans who are more likely to support them financially. This isn't the first time YouTube has targeted furry creators. Furries making videos from inflation, ASMR, fursuit sing, and even talking to others in fursuit have been suspended or terminated for being not safe for work. YouTube has received significant criticism of anti-LGBTQ plus bias. Meanwhile, YouTube ignores or even promotes those committing crimes. Pranksters pranking people through harassment, especially furries at furcons, continue to be promoted on YouTube. Elias Shalesh, better known as SS Sniper Wolf, has intimately objectified children, which YouTube did nothing about. It was only taken down after Aaliyah removed the video. They now profit stealing other people's videos by reacting without providing credit. Jax Films criticized Aaliyah's reactions for lacking transformative commentary to qualify for fair use. Aaliyah then doxed Jax by posting a picture of the house to their 6 million Instagram followers. YouTube's initial sarcastic tweet started significant backlash, with a petition to terminate Aaliyah gathering 13,000 signatures. YouTube then temporarily demonetized Aaliyah's channel while criticizing both sides, which many saw as unfair. Aaliyah insincerely apologized to attack in a tweet and respected YouTube's decision. However, they re-uploaded videos to a monetized channel before it was demonetized. Aaliyah only got a slap on the wrist due to generating significant revenue for YouTube. I've been the target of YouTube's bias moderation policies. In 2022, I got a community guidelines warning for a not safe for work link in the description of a private video meant as a citation. Despite appealing the warning, believing it was automatically applied by a bot and stating I had no intention of promoting not safe for work, they denied it. Regardless of what you think of Odin Wolf or furry content creators, this is unacceptable. What many people forget about YouTube is they're allowed to promote, demonetize, or terminate any of its content creators on their platform for any reason. YouTube has a history of enacting unpopular policies to protect its platform. In 2017, the adpocalypse saw advertisers pulling out of YouTube after their advertisements were running on unsavory videos. To restore advertiser confidence, YouTube demonetized many creators' videos without reason or ability to appeal. Elsagate was the result of disturbing children's videos, which saw more restrictions to that content. In 2019, YouTube violated the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act by tracking children's data. YouTube then made creators certify whether their videos were made for kids or not. Videos made for kids would have features restricted like engagement, different recommendation algorithms, and less personalized advertisements, resulting in less ad revenue. YouTube is different than it was a few years ago. Creators want more views, subscribers, and money through learning and improving titles, thumbnails, and video editing to upload better and more engaging videos. However, certain people, including furries, are using unfair exploits to get an advantage, making repetitive videos using AI, lazy reactions, using suggestive titles and thumbnails. Many fail, but some succeed, setting a bad example for the rest of YouTube. While YouTube is restricting repetitive content, they fail to do the same with content stealing and committing crimes on video. YouTube doesn't consistently enforce its nudity and sexual content policy. They should also age restrict and take down videos with suggestive titles and thumbnails. YouTube's hypocrisy might result in another wave of advertisers pulling out of the platform. If YouTube's response was like last time, they'll protect the platform at the expense of YouTubers. On Twitter under Nido Flow, Odin deleted all of their safe for work accounts and stopped being a public figure to focus on not safe for work furry content. We need to speak out against the corruption of YouTube and other big tech platforms. We must call for more transparency and fair moderation rules. This isn't because furries need special treatment, but without it, more creators will be harmed without action. While some believe this is the end of furry YouTube, I don't believe this is the case, that we're focusing on the wrong problem. YouTube has terminated furry YouTube channels and will continue to do so in the future. The vast majority of content creators, especially YouTubers, stop posting due to a lack of motivation and burnout. A big contributing factor to this is the demand that social media platforms place on all content creators. They're the subject of harassment online, with bullies making videos compiling everything bad one person said. Furries are no exception, especially Odin, who uploaded a video featuring many art pieces they got permission to use. One artist whose art was briefly featured filed a copyright strike, getting the video deleted. They should have privately asked Odin to remove the art. After Odin's termination, they harassed him in a private Telegram group chat. It discourages many new furries from continuing to create content or even start. It also turns many people off from watching furry videos in the first place, which is the main way people become furries. This harassment started in the 2000s with bias and false representations from TV shows like CSI Fur and Loathing. It was a sensationalized stereotype of the fandom as sexual deviants to fit into a crime scene investigation show to maximize viewership and advertisement revenue. While there have been negative portrayals of furries before, this one is the most widespread and notable. This bullying has resulted in real-world consequences. The chlorine gas attack that happened at Midwest Fur Fest 2014. 19 people were sent to the hospital, although thankfully none were seriously injured. In the 2020s, the rise in anti-LGBTQ+ rhetoric saw furries being used as a gross overgeneralization of the LGBTQ+ community believing they're animals. They're called Therians and are completely different from furries. Like with the CSI episode over 2 decades ago, numerous pranksters are invading fur accounts to harass attendees in the hopes of becoming famous. Bullying towards furries and the discrimination against the LGBTQ+ community are similar, as they're both considered unusual. A large portion of furries are LGBTQ+ due to the fandom's acceptance towards community. Furry content creators posting on social media platforms starting in the mid-2020s has changed the public's perception of the fandom. Furries like Majira Strawberry, Hikari Rue, and Odin Wolf in 2018 were the first to grow on YouTube and educate people what the fandom is actually about. New furry content creators are creating content every day. The rise of furries on TikTok in the past few years proves that furry content creators are still around. This has extended back to YouTube in long-form and short-form video. More furries and furcons are starting to realize the invasion of opportunistic pranksters. We're taking down their videos for violating attendees' privacy. I, like many others, want to prove that furry YouTube isn't dead, but merely hibernating. This is why I started my channel in May 2021. I'm planning to make the same impact as the first big furry YouTubers did 6 years ago. What do you think the future of furry YouTube will be, and how will furry YouTubers react to this? This isn't the first time Odin was targeted for being a furry. Check out how a Christian prankster harassed him at a furcon after losing $10,000 in merch.